Number one, learn Python. Second, take a AI product management learning course on Maven. Third, get that certification. Then start applying to every AI PM role on LinkedIn. That's what most people will tell you. That's how you find an AI product management job. And that is exactly how you waste 6 months getting nowhere. Look, I made the 2025 version of this video and over 17,000 of you watched it. A lot of what I said still applies, but 3 massive things have changed in the AI product management landscape this year. And if you don't adjust, you're the one who's going to get left behind by candidates who did. I've helped over 1,000 product managers land their dream roles. On average, our clients get 35 to 45% compensation increases and land within a few months. Previously, I was a product manager at Google for 4 years, and before that led product at 3 startups. So this is in theory. This is what I see working right now in 2026. Here's your updated roadmap, and stay till the end because I'm going to share the single biggest shift in AI product management hiring that nobody is talking about yet. What's different in 2026? The landscape has changed. You have to understand why 2026 is fundamentally different market than 2025. AI product management jobs are up 300%. Salaries are carrying a 25% to 40% premium over generalist PM roles. We're talking, 50K, 100K, 180K, 450K, depending on level and company you're hiring at. But here's the thing, the bar has also gone up dramatically. In 2025, if you could talk intelligently about AI and had some side projects, you could land an AI product management role. Companies were still figuring out what they even wanted from AI product managers. But in 2026, 3 things have shifted. First, every product manager is now expected to use AI in their daily workflows. This isn't optional anymore. If you're not using AI to synthesize user research, draft PRDs, analyze data, and speed up your decision making, you're already behind. Hiring managers will ask you about this, not in a hypothetical way. They'll ask, how are you using AI in your current role right now? And if you don't have a real answer, that's a clear red flag. Second, AI product sense interviews have emerged as a distinct interview type. This is new. Companies like Google, Meta, and top AI startups are now testing specifically for AI product sense. Can you reason about AI-powered product decisions? Do you understand the trade-offs between model accuracy and user experience? Can you design a product around a probabilistic system that sometimes gets things wrong? That's different from traditional product sense, and most candidates are not prepared for it. Third, building in public has become the ultimate proof point. Forget the side project you build once and put on your resume. The candidates getting multiple offers right now are the ones who have shipped real apps, shared their process publicly, and can point to something live. You don't need a million users. No. You need proof that you can take an AI concept from idea to working product. Now, these 3 shifts are going to shape everything I'm about to tell you. Let's start with steps 1 through 4, which I covered before, but I'll walk you through again, because they still apply. If you watched my 2025 video, you know the foundational steps. Be clear on what you want, know your target income, set your target role, build belief that you deserve it. All of that still applies. I'm not going to repeat it because, you can go watch that video and I'll link to it here. But I want you to sharpen these steps specifically for AI product management roles. When you're getting clear on what you want, get specific about the kind of AI product manager you want to be. There's a massive difference between an AI PM at an AI native company like OpenAI or Anthropic, and you're building foundational models, versus being the PM who brings AI capabilities into a traditional product at a company like Salesforce or Uber. The skills overlap, but the day-to-day are very different. The comp structures are different, the growth paths are different. So when you're setting your target income, know that AI product managers command a significant premium right now. If you're making 250K as a generalist PM, your AI PM target should be 300 to 350K, or maybe higher, depending on level. Don't anchor to your current comp. The market is paying more for this skill set and you should be compensated for it. And when you're building belief, this is especially important for product managers who feel like they don't have real AI experience. I worked with clients who thought they were unqualified for AI roles because they didn't have deep machine learning algorithm knowledge, but they had deep product skills, strong customer empathy, and the ability to learn fast. Several of them are now AI product managers at leading companies you've heard of. You don't need to be a data scientist. You need to be a great PM who understands how to incorporate AI in your products. And then you can land roles like our clients at Salesforce, at ServiceNow, at Meta, at Google, at Microsoft, at Amazon. Now, this is the first big update from 2025. A year ago, I told you to build AI fluency, learn about LLMs, understand the basics. That was the right advice then. In 2026, fluency is not enough. You need to be actively using AI every single day as a product manager. And you need to be able to articulate exactly how. Here's what I mean. When you get a batch of user research transcripts, are you using AI to synthesize themes and surface insights faster? When you're writing a PRD, are you using AI to draft sections, stress your assumptions, and identify gaps? When you're preparing for a stakeholder meeting, are you using AI to model scenarios, build your argument, pressure test it? Even when you're searching for new jobs, are you leveraging AI to help interview and extract your stories, to refine them, to maybe give some input into your resume? If you're not doing these things, you're working harder than you need and you're signaling to the hiring managers that you're not keeping up. Let me tell you about what happened with one of my clients. Now, she was a senior PM at a mid-sized SaaS company. Strong product skills, but when she started interviewing for AI PM roles, she kept getting asked, how do you use AI in your current role? And her answer was basically, oh, I use ChatGPT to refine my emails. That's not good enough. We rebuilt her workflow. She started using AI tools to analyze customer support tickets, to surface product insights. She used AI to generate and compare multiple product strategy options. Not to decide, but just to look at the strengths of different things. She set up an AI-assisted competitive analysis pipeline. Within 2 weeks, she had real stories to tell, and those stories changed how interviewers perceived her. Here's what I want you to do right now. Pick 3 parts of your product management workflow this week and integrate AI into them. Document what you did, what worked, and what you learned. That becomes the interview material. This isn't about being a power user of one tool. It's about demonstrating that you think about your work through an AI augmented lens. That's what hiring managers are looking for. Can you go away from the tools and figure out, this is the problem I need to get solved. This is how I can use AI to solve it. Or sometimes just say AI is not the right tool for the job. Now, if you're watching this and realizing that you need a structured approach to landing that AI PM role, I can help. Book a free strategy session with my team. We will map out your exact strategy based on where you are today and where you want to go. The link is in the description. Now, the second massive shift is mastering AI product sense interviews, which is the new interview type nobody's preparing for. Look, this is massive. Honestly, it's the one that's catching the most candidates off guard. AI product sense interviews are in some sense a new category. They're not traditional product design interviews, and they're not technical system design either. They sit somewhere in the middle. And if you're preparing with standard PM interview frameworks, you're going to struggle. Let me explain what's different. In a traditional product sense interview, you might get asked, how do you improve Instagram stories? And you do the normal things, segmentation, prioritization, coming up with solutions, standard stuff. In an AI product sense interview, you might get asked, how do you design a personalized AI shopping assistant for Amazon? And now the game changes. You need to reason about the usual things, the pain points that could be solved, the customer segments, the potential solutions, but everything needs to come from a lens of AI. What problems can AI solve? You need to reason about what data the model needs to be able to solve them. How you'd handle when the AI gives bad recommendations or bad answers. How you'd build user trust in a system that's probabilistic. How you'd measure success when AI is making decisions that used to be made by users. How do you put guardrails in place? How do you make sure everything is ethical and as per regulations? Those trade-offs are fundamentally different. Precision versus recall, automation versus user control, personalization versus privacy, model cost versus user experience quality. Companies are specifically testing whether you can think through these trade-offs. And most candidates are walking in with their circle framework and getting completely destroyed. So how do you prepare? First, study the AI product trade-off framework. Understand precision versus recall and what it means for product decisions. Understand the build versus buy decision for AI models. Understand how to think about AI product quality when the product and the system is non-deterministic. Second, practice on real AI products. Pick 5 AI products. Could be Spotify's recommendation engine, could be Gmail's Smart Reply, and for each, think through. What's the AI doing? What are the failure modes? How would you improve it? What metrics do you track? How do you handle the cases where AI gets it wrong? See, the fundamental thing with AI and machine learning is that it can improve over time. And if you're not building a product that feeds back, that gives the feedback and brings the human in the loop, you're not really building an AI-powered product. So that is the crux of it. Third, develop your point of view on AI product principles. Hiring managers don't just want you to analyze. They want to hear your approach, your philosophy. When should AI or automate versus assist? How do you decide when an AI feature is good enough to ship? What's your framework in building user trust in an AI-powered products? Very critical. Why should the user trust it? Why does it not get some AI slop back and then says, get lost, I don't want to do this? When you walk into that interview with a clear, opinionated, well-reasoned point of view on AI product development, you stand out immediately, because most candidates are still giving generic answers about leveraging AI to improve user experience. They're still saying, hey, let's just put a chatbot in front, without really understanding of the kind of answers the chatbot gives. Now, next one, build apps in public. This could be a new unfair advantage, and this is the third shift, and honestly, this might be the most powerful one. A year ago, I told you to build a side project with AI. Maybe use a LLM or a no-code tool. Put it on your resume. That advice was okay then. It's not enough now. In 2026, the candidates who are getting multiple offers aren't just building side projects. They're building side projects and apps in public. They're shipping real products, sharing the process, creating proof points that hiring managers can see, use, and reference. Why does it work so well? Well, because talk is cheap. Because every candidate says they understand AI products. Every candidate says they can ship. But when you can point to a live app and say, I built this, here's the problem I was solving, here's how I chose the AI approach, here's how I iterated based on users' feedback, and here's what I learned about building AI products from doing it, that is a completely different conversation. Let me tell you how I'd approach this. Pick a real problem, not a toy project, something that solves an actual pain point for a specific group of people. Maybe it's an AI tool that helps product managers synthesize user research. Maybe it's a Chrome extension that uses AI to summarize meeting notes. Maybe it's a Slack bot that generates daily stand-ups from team activity. That's the specifics matter less. Even the model that you use matters less. The fact that you solves a real problem, that you understood what the problem was, you did some user research, and then you used a modern AI stack. You figured out what's the right model to use, what's the trade-off of cost versus efficiency. The tools available in 2026 make it possible for a non-engineer to build genuinely useful AI-powered products. And if you get stuck, maybe you can even hire a freelancer to help you through some of the technical parts. Well, that's not cheating. That's just how product managers work. You don't write all the code yourself, you orchestrate. Right. Now, most importantly, share your journey. Post about it on LinkedIn. Write about your product decisions. Share what worked and what didn't. Talk about the specific AI challenges you ran into. This does two things. It builds your credibility as someone who actually builds with AI, and it expands your network with people who are interested in AI product development. Many of those happen to be people who are hiring for AI PM roles. Put it on your resume as a real project, not buried in the side project section. Feature it. Built and shipped this product, an AI-powered whatever it is, serving so many users. Choose AI approach because of the reasoning. Iterated based on user feedback to improve certain metrics. Measure usage, measure metrics, have your impact. Real app in production. Now, many of my clients have done this. They might build a simple AI tool that helps recruiters screen resume faster. Or they might have used something for recipes. There's a whole bunch of different projects that are available. I don't want to give away exactly what they did because then you can identify their names. But they shared their building process on LinkedIn over 6 weeks. By the time they were interviewing, hiring managers had already seen their posts. One of them literally said in the interview, I've been following your project. Tell me about the trade-offs that you made. These clients, they got multiple offers. And the building in public portfolio was the differentiator that many companies cited. Now, the rest of the roadmap I shared in 2025 still applies. You have to build your strategic narrative. You have to get your marketing materials right. You have to activate your network. You have to practice interviews with the goal of improving. And then you have to negotiate the right way. But let me give you the AI-specific upgrades on a few of these. Your strategic narrative should include AI. Even if AI wasn't the main thing you did in previous roles, find the AI thread. Were you a great data product manager that can power existing AI models? That's adjacent. You can use that. Did you work with recommendation systems? Well, that's powered by AI. Did you improve search? That's AI. Did you automate any workflows? That's AI. Your narrative should make it feel inevitable that your next step is an AI product management role. Your network activation should target people who are in the forefront of AI product management. Go beyond your existing network. Join AI product communities. Attend AI meetups. Engage with AI product leaders on LinkedIn. The AI PM world is still relatively small compared to generalist PM, and these people hiring for these roles are often active in these communities. Show up, add value, That's how you get warm intros. And then your negotiation leverage, it's higher than you think. AI product management talent is still scarce. Companies are competing for it. If you've done the work I'm describing, you can use AI daily. You can ace product sense interviews. You have a public portfolio of AI work and you have leverage. Use it. Don't accept the first offer. The 25 to 40% premium I mentioned earlier, that's the average. Top candidates have often done better than that. So let's bring this together. The AI PM market in 2026 is growing fast. Postings are up, and by some measures, 300%. Salaries are premium, senior level hiring is at an all-time high, but the bar has gone up. Here's your updated roadmap. Get clear on what you want, specifically in the AI PM space. Know your worth, and know that AI PMs are commanding a premium. Set your targets and build your belief around those. Then the 3 big upgrades for this year. 1, integrate AI into your daily PM workflow. This is table stakes. If you can't talk about how you use AI daily in your work, in your search, everything, you're going to lose to candidates who can. 2, prepare specifically for AI product sense interview. This is a new interview type. Learn the trade-offs. Practice on real AI product. Develop your point of view. 3rd, build an AI app in public. Ship something real. Share the process. Create proof points that hiring managers can see before they ever meet you. Then, build your narrative. Activate your network in AI communities. Practice until you hit unconscious competence and negotiate from a position of strength. This is the playbook. The market is rewarding people right now who execute on it well. If you're serious about landing an AI PM role this year, book a free strategy session with my team. We'll build your personalized approach. The link's in the description. And if this was valuable, hit subscribe so you see more content exactly like this. And if you want to figure out how to make sure your resume does not get rejected by hiring managers, because AI is everywhere and everyone is doing that, watch this next video where I show exactly the mistakes people are making and how to avoid those. I'll see you there.